Jalen is up there with Kyrie in terms of eccentricness. He's always making his moves outside of the status quo. From partnering with Kanye West to choosing UC Berkeley in spite of receiving several offers from basketball powerhouses. Today, we take a look at a few of the many notable moments he's had so far. Definitely expect this to be a series as he's got a monstrous catalog.
Kanye in the building tonight with Jalen Brown. Of course, if it's about all of the lights.
Let's start off with the past playoffs when he and Draymond locked horns. We all know that Dre will lock horns with a cat on dialysis if he deems fit, but what was surprising was Jalen's reaction. He was ready to go.
Don't ever disrespect me having a midlife crisis with that outfit, you heard? Y'all don't ever disrespect me like you work for Vomino's Pizza, you heard?
Rings over decorum, you heard?
Good Draymond Green, you got to be careful. You already have a technical foul.
Obviously, the two guys were going after each other.
Jalen dropped many men on his way to 50 against the Magic. Orlando did not bloom on this day due to the work of one man. He single-handedly took the game to overtime, zapping all the magic out of Orlando. He was hooping like Penny, showing them winning doesn't come easy. You only get this the hard way.
That's a while. I don't even think he left the city.
Brown knocks it down. Got a reach in by Harris. I think she scored a basket.
Continuation.
Schroeder. Bounce pass and Brown. Brown to the basket. Brown. Back to Brown. Brown to the basket.
Yes! Said, I'm going to the cup. He does. Carter's in the circle. And then out in transition. Jalen Brown, great catch. Awesome. Comes off. Stop. Pop. Money. Gets the defensive stop.
On a sad note, despite Jalen going for 34 points, 5 threes, and 3 assists, they still fell to the Warriors. Kerr, Clay, Curry, Dre. This pool party has enough legends to form the ultimate Voltron.
Pool party! It's a pool party!
Nobody beating this team in a 7-game series. Who's your challenger? I'll wait.
Tatum hands it off to Jalen Brown. Brown and Tatum have been sensational at times in these playoffs. Once again, that post-up, Jeff. Brown started running down the floor down the other end. Brown turns and shoots and scores.
Like if you only made 2, where you come down with your 3-point sign.
One possession at a time on both ends of the floor.
Brown goes right at Klay Thompson. Chased off the 3, gets inside, kicks it back out. Jalen Brown, a 3-pointer, puts it in. Brown against Poole, drives right inside the paint. Shot is good. Brown goes at Curry. Looney there to help, and Brown off the glass with the left hand.
When they've been a high turnover team.
Brown catches 3-pointer. That's good.
Here we have Adebayo making a slightly late business decision to get away from this BAM from JB. In the playoffs, these kind of plays can be momentum shifting, and by the reactions of the bench, Bam's business decision was declined.
That the Celtic coaching staff talked to the referees about at halftime.
Jalen Brown with the finish. Wow.
There are different types of double-doubles. Here, JB had one of them stampede, yo, I really exist type double-doubles. Not 10 and 10, not 20 and 10. I'm talking Shaq type double-double. Jalen Brown dropped 31 points and 10 rebounds to make Pat Bev doubt if he was going to make the playoffs. Seriously, someone needs to let him know that there aren't any rings for just making the playoffs.
And tonight you had to do it without him. First of all,
3 years of age.
Oh, man.
The tears of joy.
Bruh. Smart running the floor. Can't get through. The tip goes. Really big reason for this tournament.
Yeah, he's big time coach.
Brown looking for 3, drains it. By Towns, picked up again by Smart. Bounce pass, here we go.
Get into the play, give me that. And then gets that assist for the dunk. Plays like this, then eventually it opens up the floor for Tatum.
Goes right back into Brown. Fall away for Jalen. Nice play by Williams. Smart throws it up, and
it's showtime in the Garden.
Brown crosses over all the way to the basket and gets 2. Now, Brown
Oh, it's that night. It's that kind of night.
Just in case you needed any more credence to the butterfly effect theory, here's Jalen Brown at the 2016 NBA Finals whilst he was still a freshman at Berkeley.
A few moments later.
Cleveland! This is for you!
Yes, the Cleveland This Is For You series. Look at him dapping up his future opponents and all. One more thing, the vibe in this video does not feel like the Cavs are coming back from a 3-1 lead. Life is crazy.
What did you say Clay said?
Clay said, I guess he just got his feelings hurt.
In this event, we nearly lost JB due to a recurring type event. This kind of thing needs to be looked into. Remember this one? And this one? Yeah, you get the gist. It could have been Luka, an all-time great. Get on this, NBA.
Hard on one side by Wiggins to the rack.
Oh, beautiful pass to McCall on the foul.
Oh, and big shout out to Adam Silver. And I'd like to add the NBA is one of the greatest American companies of all time. Hey, don't look at me like that. The game's the game, man. Dwayne Jamal Dedmon, one of the strongest players in the NBA. JB was really trying to secure a ring for the Celtics because why would he get into it with this guy? You hear that, Danny Ainge?
And we both thought it was an outstanding play from trying to help somebody through a tough time.
On the rebound, and then Dedmon grabbed him back. Scott Foster's going to hit double technicals.
The NBA can be ruthless, but I digress. JB had to let him know because all manner of respect would be distributed accordingly. By their daps, we shall know the source code. NBA 1-3. Jalen Brown channeled his inner KG to absolutely cleave it on Maxi Kleba. He rightfully thanked the owner of this energy source. All manner of respect would be distributed accordingly.
Turnover.
Here's Jalen Brown. Oh, he ascends and lands on top of Kleba after he smashes it. And then he says a hello to Kevin Garnett right after.
JB dug into his marsupial bag because he had Patty hopping all over the place only to step back for an easy J. Where is Aussie Mills when you need him, right? I'm sure if teams were more loyal to players, they'd feel more patriotic to do more. I mean, have you seen Evan Fournier play for France?
Still plenty of time remaining. Just over 5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Jalen Brown, Patty Mills on him. Step back, jump shot. It's good.
Coming to the game, you're thinking I'm going to be defended with all due respect by Seth Curry, Patty Mills, and Blake Griffin.
Jalen Brown reminded Max Strus, incredible name by the way, and the entire NBA the difference between D1 and D2 talent.
Strips him again. Victor Oladipo ahead to Strus. Strus drive, blocked by Brown.
This play generated talks about draft boards and Miami's scouting methods.
And look, man, it just seemed like they were on a different level last night than Miami.
And they have a better team than Miami.
They do.
Let's face it, they just have a better team.
Guys like Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, undrafted guys that are starters for the Miami Heat.
You can't have a bunch of non-drafted dudes. I understand they're great there in the NBA, but it's a reason a guy is taken where he's taken and another guy is taken where he's taken. Jimmy Butler was out there all by himself. He still did work. Right. There's no question about it.
And then I'm watching guys like Max Strus who didn't score a point. A point.
For example, Grant Williams was critical to what they did last night, but he's not a dude like Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, and Marcus Smart.
About these undrafted guys that are playing critical minutes. Like, it gets you to a certain point, but now you're worried about that.
But you said
it has to get to a certain point. If you're Marcus Smart or you're Jalen Brown, you're like, yo, I'm a first-round draft pick. I'm
you know what, Jay?
I'm going to be that dude.
All alone, though, Jay. And I say this, too, though. Dudes are undrafted for a reason.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the reality of it. Yeah. I don't care what anybody say. Yeah, you get some outliers that make it in sports and you know, turn out to be some great stuff, but you can't have too many of them.
Yeah. And when he dropped Strus last night, when he dropped them, the tween, cross, I'm like, that's how it should be.
You get too many of those guys on the court, on the field.
Pumpkins, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to be bad pumpkins with big seeds.
Yeah.
Undrafted guys, late round guys, because we're going to get run out of the building.
Remember what Doc Rivers said? Jalen Brown channeling his inner Muhammad Ali with these unorthodox workouts. Remember how I spoke on JB's eccentricity? I mean, bro, he doing more than Michael Phelps. I struggle with dumbbells on terrestrial planes. Imagine the aquatic. I see why he wanted all that smoke with the Dwayne Dedman. Oh, Grayson Allen, from tripping to trippy, how the great have fallen. I mean, look at this. Look at this.
By him.
Brown with Allen on him. Allen hits the deck. Brown shook him. And Brown knocks down the mid-range.
Jalen Brown's midi is sharp off the dribble, by the way. Just from the way Embiid demanded the ball after this poster, you can tell he wanted immediate redemption. Nobody, and I mean nobody, saw this one coming. Joel is 7'11" and open on Fridays. The intimidation factor alone, it's given risk taker for me.
Brown! Oh! Embiid goes down as Brown goes up!
And challenges Joel Embiid, and then the stare down. And Brown finds a way to get this to go in.
On more unorthodox news, JB signed with Donda. Yes, in the same fashion people sign with Nike, Jordan, etc. Kudos to JB for pioneering new moves and expanding enterprises.
Reports that you signed with Kanye West's company?
It's confirmed, and it was time, you know. It was the right decision. And there's concerns and critiques about any and everything. I feel like this is a good moment for me and my on the court and off. So I think it's a beautiful collaboration, and I'm excited.
Kanye in the building tonight with Jalen Brown.
But hey, on the bright side, I learned Donda is a US-based company, so hey, sounds good, right, Uncle Sam? Now let's take a look at his origins and why he was so highly recruited. To close things out on a light note, here we have the JB making an appearance at the Paris Fashion Week. Expanding horizons, making connects, all the extra to make life richer.
Can you hear 1 second, please?
Musique